Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of predictions from simple experiments. This is standard 7.6H in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 19 off the 2025 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we've got a random survey. Got 100 customers about their favorite vegetable, and then we've got here potatoes, broccoli, corn, beans. So if the manager surveys another 50, we're making a prediction. So this is a simple experiment. We're just asking which of these four are your favorites, and we're trying to make some future predictions based on past results, right? So what do we know about this? We've got our potatoes and green beans seem to be equal. Looks like most people like corn, at least amount of people like broccoli. Not saying that I blame them. All right, so we're looking at customers will choose broccoli 1/4 of the time. Well, what does 1/4 of the time mean? Well, we're looking to see if 1/4 of the time equals, let's make a proportion, see if this works. How many people chose broccoli? 16. How many people chose, were surveyed altogether? 100. Do you think 1/4 equals 16 over 100? Probably. You can do this without doing the math, but if you wanted to, let's go ahead and just do our cross multiplication here. So that's going to be 100. What is 16 times 4? That's 64. It's incorrect. 16 over 100 does not simplify to 1/4. That would have to be 25 over 100. Then you would have your 1/4. So customers will choose corn 1.5 times as often as green beans. Okay. Let's see, what is corn? Corn is 36. And if they're going to choose corn 1.5 times, that tells us we're going to do 1.5 times as often as green beans. Green beans is 24. All right, so that's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's go ahead and change this into an improper fraction. And I will make the 24 into a fraction so we can just multiply fractions. All right, so we multiply the whole number by the denominator, 1 times 2, and then we add the numerator. That's 3. So 1.5 is the same as 3 halves, because you can pull 2 halves out of there and leave 1 half left. And I'm going to then change this 24 into 24 over 1. Okay, now we can go ahead and multiply straight across. We can also do a little bit of simplification if we wanted to. We can divide the numerator and denominator by 2. See, I've got common factors of 2 there, so that'd be 1, and that's going to be 12. And that's going to end up being 36 over 1. If I didn't do that, if I went straight up here, 3 times 24 equals 72, and I have to divide that by 2. You still get to 36. Sometimes you can simplify ahead of time, makes your multiplication easier. So yeah, 36 divided by 1 does equal 36, so that looks good. Let's check C and D, the number of customers who choose potatoes, and that's 24, is 8 times those who chose broccoli. Now it's 8 more, but not 8 times, because that equals 128. And that is incorrect. So it's that 8, but this, if this was said 8 more, so like a plus 8, we would have been fine. And then the number of customers who chose corn will be 6 less than those who choose potatoes. Okay. So corn, 36, equals 6 less than potatoes, so 24 minus 6. I could have done minus 6 plus 24. And that's not even close, even if, no, there's no way that that works. So that one is incorrect here. Uh, corn is going to be less than potatoes. No. 36 is not 18. All right, so we are left with B, and that is going to be the correct answer. The easiest trick on that one would be to change the 1.5 into a 3 halves, and then just multiply that by your green beans, and then you'll get your corn.